Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Elise Eats, and today I'm going to show you how to make fiery chicken meatballs. I do this a lot for catering, for weddings and little things like that. They're really nice because you get the soft chickeny goodness of the meat, and then you get a little bit of a hint of spice and fire with the sauce, and then it all evens out. It's beautiful. And of course, in honor of our spicy Lord Ainsley, thank you.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
Mainly just anything I make, anything spicy, I'm going to reference Ainsley Harriot because he's a meme, a legendary meme. But yes, so we're gonna get to this, and these are the ingredients you're gonna need. Spicy. 500 grams of chicken mince. You can also use turkey mince if you want. 1/2 of a small onion, about 1/3 of a cup, finely diced. 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. They're just a bit of a lighter, more crunchy breadcrumb, gives a really good texture to the meatballs. 2 large eggs, room temperature. 1 garlic clove minced. I've used purple Italian garlic. If you're using normal white garlic, I would recommend 2 as they're less powerful. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, and salt and pepper to taste. You may need 1/2 teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of corn flour. This is just dependent on how watery your chicken mince is. I'll show you the consistency you need. This is optional. For our fiery sauce, you're going to need 1 cup of light brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup of hot sauce, and I put it in a red hot spicy bowl for you. I'm using Frank's hot sauce, that's an American brand, but you can also use ones like Cholula, literally any hot chili brand, Tabasco, whatever you want. About maybe 1/4 teaspoon of salt, just a little bit to help with the sugariness. And then if you're not like me and you like spice, I can't handle it, you can chop up a chili and chuck that in there too, or garnish it with this. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is take our meatball ingredients, put them in a bowl, mix them together, form them into bowls, and bake them. And then while those are baking, we're gonna make our sauce and put them together. So easy, I love it. So let's get started. Spicy meat. Get a big bowl, scoop it all up, mix. But leave the corn flour out because you might not need it, remember that. Okay, so I like to mix this with my hands more. One thing you want to note is you may need to add some corn flour because chicken mince is different everywhere you go, and some shops add water to it. So I would recommend, in my case, I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of corn flour. If it's more watery and it's not coming off your hands that easily, I would add about 1/2 teaspoon. Now you could use either more breadcrumbs if you wanted as well, or plain flour, but corn flour or cornstarch just helps absorb the liquid really easily without affecting the taste too much. Look at that, it's beautiful. Yay! Once we've made our chicken mix, take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the mixture, roll them out and place them onto a baking tray lined with baking paper. Then we're going to bake them for 10 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or about 355 degrees Fahrenheit. And then while that's baking, we're going to make our sauce. If you're making only about 1 tablespoon mixture bowls, I would recommend only about 7 or 8 minutes because we're going to be putting the sauce on top and cooking them an additional couple of minutes. So you don't want them to dry out. If you make the bowls bigger, then they'll need more time to bake. I like making them a little bit on the heartier side. The best way for any of this to always check is to just take one out of the oven, cut it in half, and make sure it's cooked all the way through. While our chicken meatballs are in the oven, we're going to be making our fiery sauce. So all you need to do is just put all of our sauce ingredients in a small saucepan, bring it to the boil, and then we're going to let it simmer until the meatballs are done, and that's going to help thicken it up really nicely. Then we're going to pour the sauce over the chicken meatballs, put them back in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius. I'll figure out what that is in Fahrenheit. And then we're going to cook them for another 2 to 3 minutes until they become nice and glazed. So if you want your sauce to be thicker, I recommend keeping your sauce on a high heat and let it reduce significantly until it's more of a syrup consistency. Once you've put the sauce on, put in an oven at 200 degrees Celsius, 390 degrees Fahrenheit, for another 2 to 3 minutes. This is just going to make them extra bubbly and caramelized and delicious. Mwahaha. Okay guys, that's how you make my fiery chicken meatballs. They smell amazing. I'm so excited to eat these. And okay, I'm not the best with spice, but it balances out. You first get the hit of the spice and the meat actually balances it out. So just give it a shot. Come on, Lizzie. You've had these before.
I've had these
yeah.
before when we did
I mean, anything chicken Flavia loves. So I mean, chink.
I love these. I love that it's sweet, but it gives you a kick. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like sweet, then you take a bite and then you're like, oh, there's like spice. There's spice, but then you're like, oh. Then the amount of chicken meat then kind of balances it out perfectly and you're like, oh. And by putting them in the oven just that little bit at the end, just caramelizes them. They don't get a crunch or anything, but it's nice, like a nice glaze.
Yeah.
Spicy meat.
Spicy meat.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
I love.
Nom.
Can die happy.
Hey
guys, thanks for watching this video.
Like and subscribe if you want to see more.
And leave a comment in the section below so that we can make something you've always wanted to eat. Because I love it.
Bye.
Preferably anime or something TV related or something like that or something awesome game related.